Hi, everybody. What a beautiful day, right? This rain is too much. I can't even handle it, even though it was a disappointment that this morning yoga had a little rain out because normally we do it outside. But thank you to Leah who thought on her feet and recorded or didn't record. We live streamed um, that yoga class to everybody. So that was kind of a fun treat. So anyway, great news for the rain. Great news for the washing away of all the dust from the summer because we've had plenty of it. And I'm really excited about this week. And so I'm really excited about going through the weekly schedule with everybody. I put together our previews and it's I have to admit, sometimes it is hard to put together the calendar and program the calendar and then not be able to just sit back all week and enjoy it with you. But the other thing I want to talk to you about is I know on Friday, everybody in their black bags got a little alert that today happened to be National Compliment Day. And so you may notice if you walk outside of your room, or you may have gotten a knock if you don't have a little table, but there is are you ready for this pun? It's a good one. A complimento just for you. And so there's a little compliment and some mints to help you remember and to put in your bag for a fresh breath and fresh outlook. I don't know. I'm making things up as we go now. But I just want everybody to know that there's so many things to compliment about every single one of you. And we're so glad that you're here and you're safe and that it's, the community life team feels like it's a pleasure to be friends with so many of you and to get to work with you every day. So that's enough of the sap, but happy National Compliment Day to everybody. We think you're great. So let's move on to this week. This is a really fun week. It is the final week of the Tucson Jewish Film Festival. And so there is some ending of the festival activities happening at the end of next week. I would love to know I guess there's a closing discussion on Sunday. And if you're interested, I can put that link on LifeLoop. I don't have it on the calendar because I guess I didn't know about it exactly, but it's going to be sort of a brunch meet on Sunday. So if that's something that interests you, let me know and I will include it on the calendar. But for today, we just finished Anna Karenina. And so next week, we're going to start a brand new English TV, which is Dr. Thorne. And this one is pretty fun because it's Julian Fellows put it together. And he's, of course, the same person who did Downton Abbey. And so it's a 4-part and it's really fun. And you'll see a preview for that at the very end because it's on the following Sunday. So I put it after the Saturday night on Broadway. So you'll see it then. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew that that was coming up. So for today, the rest of today, of course, is we have socially distanced bingo in the inn. We also have the opera club. The opera this month is called The Enchanted Island. It's a Met production. And the costumes and sets are insane. They're so interesting. And all of the reviews of the recording even are so complimentary. So I do have a preview for it. So you'll get to see a little snippet. But I highly encourage that you toss it on. Even if you don't think of yourself as an opera person, you might think this is pretty fascinating. And I mean, what a lovely, beautiful thing to watch on a lovely rainy Sunday afternoon. Tomorrow, our one-day university is Rembrandt, Portraits of a Genius. We also, of course, continue. And there's no changes with any of our fitness this week. So, of course, there's Chair Strength with Juan. We have the Samuel Project, which is a movie for the Tucson International or the Tucson Jewish Film Festival. I do have a preview for that for you to watch after this. In Motion Online with Dance Sequences continues, as does Tai Chi with Harriet. And then the Samuel Project has a lot of the Jewish film festivals will show their film and then a few days later do the post-film discussion. But this one is in the evening. It's on Monday night at 7:00. So you watch the movie at 1 and then you can do the discussion at 7. On Tuesday, we've got some New Travel Tuesdays, which is Japan, Between Earth and Sky. There is a preview for that one for you to watch. We also have Aqua Strength with Juan, HOSFit happens, all the same fitness. And then it's the final 2 episodes of Ted Lasso. And so for fun, and you may have heard this already, but Ted Lasso came out because they had made a joke, like a little skit about the idea that a an American football coach would go over to England and coach Premier League football or soccer back when NBC Sports was going to start showing those Premier League games. And so they hired those guys from Saturday Night Live to, make this, fun thing for them to show and be hilarious. And so I included the original skit. So that's what we're going to watch today. And it's really, really funny. Even if you haven't been watching the show, I think you will enjoy it. So it's going to come on in the preview show. Of course, we have the IN members weekly social. This is for IN members only. And then we have our fitness for Power for Parkinson's at 3:00. And then on Wednesday, this is really fun. Matt Greeley from the neuropsychology department at the U of A. If you've been here for a while, you've seen lectures with him before he even came in person back before COVID, but he's going to do a wonderful talk on how does memory change as we age and why. And so I'm going to be doing that as kind of a pseudo interview with him. We're going to record it. So if you have a question you'd like to ask Dr. Greeley, or you have something that pertains to this subject that you'd like me to pose to him, please send that. And I would say send it sooner than later so that I have a chance to send that to him before we talk. But it's going to be a really great discussion. That's at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. It will be on channel 77. Pilates continues. Midweek stretch and reset with Britt continues. And the feedback we've been getting is that this will be the final 30-minute class for that class. And when we move into February, we're going to lengthen it to an hour because people have really been enjoying it. They're really enjoying the stretch. They want a longer meditation. And she just does an exceptional job. She has a knack for it, and it's so pleasant. You really feel like you are in good hands when you're doing those classes with her. So encourage you to try it out if you've never come before. Wednesday at 1. And then a new release for Wednesday is called The White Tiger. And this is, again, another one of these films that was supposed to be released in the theaters, but we're getting to enjoy them streaming. And you'll see a preview for that as well. On Thursday, our one-day university is the National Parks in America, in American history, the Vistas of Democracy. I mean, what a title. So, and I love the national parks. We travel them with my family, and our girls do the junior ranger badges. And so I've made them each a little pennant, and they put all their junior ranger badges. So that sounds like a fabulous class. I may have to tune into that one as well. At 10 is a virtual coffee and trivia. I may have to toss in some national park trivia, don't you think? And then at 11, we have, again, our Yoga with Leah on channel 77. Thursday afternoons, we have those great Fitness Express classes with Juan in the Plaza. At 1:00, we have our final film of the Tucson Jewish Film Festival, which is The Keeper. And, keeping in line with somehow we've got this soccer theme happening, it's about a goalkeeper. So really interesting one there. And then we, of course, have our aqua class with Juan. And then at 3:00, our biography club documentary. I love this one, Diana Vreeland, who I just find fascinating. And it's called The Eye Has to Travel. So that's a really fascinating one as well. Oh, look who's here. Hello. I was just thanking everybody for their flexibility today with our rain out.
Yes, thanks everyone.
Yes. So that should be great on Thursday afternoon. On Friday morning, we have a fabulous science and space documentary called Fireball, Visitors from Darker Worlds. So that looks really great. And then, of course, we have our Telling Tales memoir writing workshop. And Nora Booth just sent me an email. She's the instructor just today on how much she had been enjoying the class and how they had a consistent 4 and 5 people in the class, which was really a perfect number to be able to give everybody the attention they need virtually. So if you'd like to join that one, there's definitely a little bit of room. So come on and join. Again, we have our recorded fitness class with Juan on Fridays, and then we have our member matinees, and we are still accepting, if you give it to me today, a member matinee movie suggestion, I'd love to include it. But today's is Mystery Alaska, which is another hockey movie. So I don't know who it was, but somebody must have been suggesting those hockey movies because we had Slapshot this past weekend. So that was kind of fun. And then, of course, we have our Zumba class, which is becoming very popular, and Crafternoons at 2:00. 2 o'clock. And then we do have that very wonderful full mat stretch class with Juan on Fridays as well. On Saturday, we have we're still working through the Queen's Gambit. We have our fitness class with Power for Parkinson's, another member matinee. This is Get Low, and this is so fun. The subtitle of that one is Get Low, a modern tall tale. And so I think that's kind of fun, and it's a really fun movie from just maybe 10 years ago or something, and it's a good one. So great suggestion, whoever put that one in. And then our Saturday night on Broadway is the Bye Bye Birdie version from the 90s, but it's starring the fabulous Vanessa Williams. And instead of Dick Van Dyke, who it is impossible to replace him, but it has Jason Alexander, and he's a Broadway guy, and he really does a really nice job. So that should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, that brings us to Sunday, and I do have that preview of Dr. Thorne. So you will be able to see if you'd like to start that. It's only 4 weeks so if you'd like to start that one with us as well for English TV. So I think that brings us up to date. I hope you have a wonderful week. Again, there just isn't enough time to give as many compliments as I'd like to give to everybody in this building for all the things that you have done for yourself, for your neighbors, for our associates, for myself. We're just so lucky to be part of such an incredible community. So thank you. All right. And on that note, I will say goodbye. Bye-bye, everybody.